I love that I started the Not a Damn Chance podcast with just the nastiest story I have.
Part of this idea of this podcast is how you can become successful as living as just a regular human. I went to culinary school and I only went for a few months and I dropped out.
Look at that, kids. You can drop out of culinary school and get 2 Michelin stars.
I do what I can do so I could come back and do it all over again.
Not a damn chance.
Not a damn chance.
If you see yourself somewhere, take all the necessary steps to get there.
I just don't know how to quit. That might be my superpower.
You can all try and stop me. I hope you do.
Consistency was exactly what life was all about. Don't be genius here and wild there.
There's a beautiful moment where obstacles become opportunities, messes become messages.
I got shot in the face.
Jail was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I did put my head in a noose.
You heard 300 people dying.
Nobody can tell me, like, you're breaking the rules, you're doing this wrong. There's no right or wrong.
I don't care what it takes. I'm doing this.
We have a phrase for that. It's called not a damn chance.
Not today, pal.
So when I first saw you, like they had the orange cup and the light looked kind of orange, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm sunburned."
Yeah,
real sunburn.
But like,
what
so
happened?
like I have like a tan, but like I don't want to get too risque here. But like, can you see how?
You said it's painful, right?
It hurts so bad. I'm not a person that burns.
I don't remember you ever getting sunburned.
So I also recently started testosterone.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay. I'm on the T.
What is that supposed to do?
I don't know. I'm like wondering if like my body chemistry is different. Like,
but I'm saying, why are you on
testosterone?
What is it supposed to do?
Because I'm trying to like be healthier. Because I've been hearing a lot of benefits about testosterone in women, and I mean I'm on like a gram, but it's like I have like pimples now.
Really?
But I have definitely more energy.
You and your 12-year-old son are going to be going through the same things. Right? You're going to be
God
getting
willing.
pimples. Your voice is going to get deeper.
This is the things they told me look out for. She was like, look out if your voice gets deeper. She was like, take a picture of yourself in like a sports bra and like your underwear because your shoulders could get wider and your waist smaller, which I wouldn't mind, to be honest. She told me to look out for like breaking out. She told me to look out for like hair, like more hair. And then I don't know what the technical term is, but there's a thing that happens to women where your clitoris grows so big it looks like a mini penis.
I was going to bring that up, but I didn't want to be too vulgar, so I'm happy you did.
Because that's like the main thing. I was like, that's not a no-go for me. But apparently on the amount I'm on, that wouldn't be an issue. But some women put it like directly on the spot, the testosterone
They put testosterone
cream.
on their clit?
Yeah. Cutter sent me an article about it.
You got a big hairy clit now. That's what you might,
well,
if you don't watch
not
out.
what I'm going for, but yeah.
But you're not going to feel it growing, so you're going to have to be examining down there to make sure?
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
All right.
I mean, I have a partner to...
Yeah, but he's
a
not...
willing partner.
He barely gets any sex. When he does, he's not going to be like, hey, your clit's looking a little big.
Barely get sex. You know, Rob, you have to think about this, okay?
You know, Rob.
Because what's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
Yeah, a year.
Okay. Anything more than 2 or 3 years, like sex just changes. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's like you it's not that the desire goes away, but like that, like you start to like not sleep all cuddly anymore. Like you just sleep next to each other. Like the physical stuff just like evolves.
No, I don't sleep cuddly from day one.
You don't?
No, I mean I'll cuddle, but when it's time to sleep, it's like get the fuck out of here.
Really?
I am
not
a
even
hot
in a
box.
brand new relationship.
I'm 130 degrees when I sleep. It's unbearable for anyone. I can't even. Normally, when I start dating a girl, I have to start bringing my own blanket over to her place because I need to sleep with a blanket that's like this thin.
You'll travel with your own blanket?
Does
it come in your paper?
In my Whole Foods bag? Yeah. The last relationship I was in, the first time I slept in her bed, I woke up in a pool of, so I can't do any sort of down. I can't do anything. It could be 40 degrees in the room, and under there, in my sleep, I just sweat like crazy.
Wow.
I think a lot of people are like that.
Not a cuddler.
No. Before, great. We're watching a movie, whatever you want. But as soon as Robbie needs to roll over and go to bed, if you're on me, it's going to be bad for both of us. And it's not like girls get upset because they get it. I've always been. I sleep and it's really bad.
Is that healthy?
I don't know. Could we look that up, Zola? Is it healthy to be
like your body's like
hot in your
releasing
sleep?
all your toxins at night?
I guess. I don't know. If I sleep in a down comforter, I wake up like I got out of a pool. Like
so when you slept in my house in the casita, did you sleep on top of it? That's a down comforter.
Yeah, I probably did something to
took it off. Can you sleep with no blanket?
I need like a sheet at least or something, but it's also like the down comforter mixed with a person. Like it makes it even worse. Like it's I don't know, something happens. But yeah, I mean,
have you ever tried a temperature controlled mattress or something?
No, but I want to get a cold mattress. I have something for you. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But don't you sleep on that and then that's uncomfortable? What does it say, Zolo?
I mean, it basically says if it's really excessive that it could be an issue. But it's kind of just vague.
It's sounding really excessive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of your giant clit, there's something that I've been wanting to ask you.
Okay.
Which is, so, as a man, you always hear, like, you don't know what women go through, right? With whether it's a period, giving birth, and a lot of it's true. We don't know. So I have a friend who's a female, and she's like, I have to go to gynecologist tomorrow. And like in that moment, I realized I have no idea what that means. I know
the process.
The only thing I know about the gynecologist is you have to sit in that chair with your legs
in the stirrups
up on the thing. That's the only thing I know, which doesn't seem too fun as it is.
It's a vulnerable position.
Yeah. So I want to know: can you walk men through what it's like to go to a gynecologist appointment?
Sure.
Okay. Enlighten us, Jamie.
All right. You go in like any other doctor's office,
No prep.
Nope.
Okay.
No prep. No, you don't have to fast. You don't have to clean.
That's cool. You might want to pee before, yeah?
Nope. Because when you get there, one of the first things they do is get a urine sample to check, whatever. If you're pregnant, your hormone levels, making sure there's no bacteria in there. Then they have you change into a paper gown that opens to the front. So basically it's like a big long paper vest. And you sit on the chair waiting. And then when they come in, you chat a little bit, bring up anything if you need to. And then the first thing you do is a breast exam, at least for me. So
I would think that's a different doctor.
No, you lay back and you put your arms over your head and they kind of just, feel around your boobies to make sure if there's no lumps or anything. And then you slide your butt down to the very end. You put your heels in the stirrups and you're just like spread eagle there. And they put the light, they get on their little stool and get right up there. And then they have a bunch of tools. One that looks like a metal duck face, I guess I would call it. And right? Barley, am I doing good? Okay.
You're doing great, Jamie.
Thank you. The only other female here.
Imagine Barley was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Where have you been? They put it in and open it. And then I think it stays open. And then they do something. Is this like really what people, am I going to like turn off our listeners right now?
You never know. But I think you're enlightening some people,
right.
What do we
I'll finish it. I'll wrap this up quick.
No. Jamie, we have nothing but time
here.
They
have those long, okay.
Yeah, I feel it's interesting.
Long Q-tip looking thing. And they do a pap smear, which is they basically put it inside and swab around, like get a swab of the situation in there. She looks in there, he or she looks in there. Then the most uncomfortable part is she sticks her fingers in and then presses on top of your belly. Like I'm feeling things.
Looking for cans or what are we?
I actually don't know. What are they looking for when they do that? What do you think?
She's just having fun.
I think they're looking for like polyps on your uterus or like cysts.
Yeah.
Ovaries.
Yeah. And if anything's painful. And then do they put their hands with fingers in the rectum? I don't think so.
I haven't had that done there.
You'd remember that. No?
I don't think so.
That's crazy. You won't give it up to Cutter, but you don't even know if your doctor gets in there? That's crazy.
You mean I won't do the back door for Cutter?
Yeah, but your doctor may or may not. You don't even know?
Well, if it's for my health and wellness.
It's for your husband's health and wellness.
That's true.
Yeah, which ultimately leads to yours.
And then it's usually done. And then you kind of sit up awkwardly and like talk about kids or the weather or travel plans, and you're done and you go home.
Do they try and make a joke when you're getting into that position where like your feet are up? Do they try and be like, well, this is like do they have any lines?
No, I think you try to like, you're just avoiding talking about what you're actually doing. Do you know what I mean? You try to keep it as casual and as like, this is no big deal as possible. And then now, because of my age, then I have to then go usually after that, like shortly after that, do a mammogram, which is not fun.
We'll save that for the next episode.
Yeah, we could save that for another one. And it'll be fucking overload right now.
Yeah. Have you ever, so you obviously have a woman gynecologist.
I do,
Yeah,
right
Qatar
now,
would
yes.
never allow a man, but have you ever had a man?
Yes, my very first gynecologist was this man named Bruce Rebold. He was in all
Shout
my
out.
plays with me. Like that I would do community theater. Like he played my dad and like so many things. Older gay man. And
you just saved it with the gay.
Yes.
Because otherwise I was about to be like, that's fucking
and
weird.
I had to go super early. I had to go super young. I was like 13 or 14 because doesn't matter. And irrelevant. But I remember my knees were like shaking. I was
that's gotta
so
be
scared. I was
fucking
so nervous. And like having him be somebody that was like such a loving presence in my life, like he made me feel very safe and like comfortable.
It's got to be women, because if you're a straight guy and there's a poor young girl, her knees are you can't. You
Well,
gotta.
did I ever
it's
tell
gotta
you
be
this
women.
story of when I moved to LA? Everyone was telling me you gotta go see this doctor, whatever. He's the best. He's
That's
the
such
best.
an
He's
LA
the best.
thing.
So I went to go see him, and when I'm sitting in his office, he kept being like, "How do I know you? How do I know you?" And like I didn't want to. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, I know. He's like, I know you're an actress, but like you look so much like somebody. I can't figure out what it is.
He's
And I was
looking
like,
in your puss,
I don't know.
whistling the Sopranos
this
theme
isn't-
song.
So then he goes down. I'm literally in the position. And he's like in my vagina, and he was like, "Oh my god, I know." He's like, "You look just like Marissa Tomei."
Oh,
I'm like, interesting timing. Maybe we are twins.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like, it would have been weird if he's like, I know exactly who you
Yeah.
are while he's like in your puss. That's fucking.
He was.
Wow. Okay.
Shout out, Dr. Katz.
Shout out.
When I was young, I used to dream of being anything. An astronaut, the president, a scientist. But as you get older, your dreams change, focusing less on running the world and more on how you can take your skills and ideas and turn them into something real. Instead of dreaming of going to space, maybe you start dreaming of owning your own business. You'll need a website, a payment system, a logo, and a way to advertise to new customers. It can all be overwhelming and confusing, but thankfully that is where today's sponsor Shopify comes in. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Turn those dreams into and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/nottoday. Go to shopify.com/nottoday, shopify.com/nottoday. The last time I used a money app that wasn't Cash App, I sent money to the wrong person, and there was literally no way to cancel it. I just watched it disappear. No refund, no support, nothing. After that, I switched to Cash App, and honestly, I wish I had sooner. It's just faster, safer, and way less stressful. Setup was instant. I just used my phone number, didn't even need a bank account. And when I send money, it shows up right away. No waiting around for days. Cash App even warns you if you're about to send to a suspicious account, which definitely gives me peace of mind. For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download Cash App, use our code NOTTODAY when you sign up, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you will get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
Again, speaking of the, men and women and it, why I've just recently realized 0% of women zin.
No.
You know women who
Becca
zin?
zins.
Really?
Uh-huh.
But I feel, compared to, I feel like when I was smoking cigarettes, it was kind of like half and half. Like when you go out to smoke a cigarette, it's like half the people are men, half the people are women.
Yeah.
Where with Zyns seems to be at least 99%.
Men. It feels more men, yes. But I feel like I know a couple of women that's in.
Really?
Yeah. My friend Jen Zyns. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys know women who's in?
My best friend Caroline Zins, and she's like my age.
Wow. Whimsin?
I love it. It's like they zin. It's like a verb. Are they zinners?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because Zyns and stuff are largely advertised on podcasts, and podcasts are often largely male audiences.
Are podcasts largely male audiences?
Yeah.
I didn't know
The ones
that.
advertising Zyns.
The ones advertising Zyns.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, we're normally, but today, since we're getting into the gynecologist thing, I think we're going to be half and half. We're going to be half men, half women, because we're going full. We're really speaking to the women audience today.
You're really speaking to the ladies today. That's nice of you, Rob.
Okay, again, we're going men. Let's keep the
Evan,
theme
I'm
going.
talking using my testosterone.
You're
What's
on
going
the
on
T?
here?
What can you look up what % of women Zyn or compared to men? Another thing with that I happen to have a theme here: men and women. For every 10 people who get sent to the principal's office in school, how many do you think are women?
1.
I think the same thing.
1 out of 10.
I think the exact same thing.
So 10%.
I think right. I think 90% of people who get sent to the principal's office are
I agree.
boys. Why do you think that is?
I think that young boys have a harder time controlling themselves than young girls. That's only my observation of like seeing young boys and girls, like seeing my kids and being in their classrooms and things like that.
Yeah.
Like they just get riled up around each other more than little girls do.
Right. And also like boys kind of want to show off for some reason. It doesn't seem like girls, especially like young girls in the 5th grade. Like I remember up until like 5th grade, it seemed like it was only boys who got in trouble, like almost 100%. And then
I would get in trouble though for talking.
For talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it not really like she's a problem.
No.
No. Of course. Yeah.
No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't have never lived with myself like that. But I was definitely, no, but the boys were the ones that would be like disrespectful or like really rile up the teachers and get them upset. Yes.
And then I feel like that was up until 5th grade. Then I remember like going into whatever junior high, then like the skater girls kind of surfaced.
Skater girls?
Yeah, there were like skater girls and like Jenkos and would be like kind of bad girls. And you were the first time where you were like, oh, girls can be bad too. Like these girls are bad. Yeah. Like
Did you like that?
I found it, I like that like, because we would start doing like all-nighters where it would be like, oh, somebody says like we're staying at this person's house, and then you say you're staying at that person's house, and then we go to the park and like spend the whole night in the park. And then
what?
Yeah, you hang out
like
in the
when
park.
You're saying all night, like what are you talking about?
Until the sun comes up the next day, and then until you can go home. So then like you come home at 10 a.m. and you're like, yeah, I'm just getting home from staying at Rex's house. Yeah, but you pull an all-nighter.
What was your type when you were young? Like, what were the girls you would go for?
I mean, when I was young, as soon as a girl had boobs, it was like she's the hottest girl in school. Yeah, as soon as
any girl. So even a Jenko girl.
Oh my God, of course. But yeah, when a girl didn't have boobs and then showed up with boobs, you're like the hottest girl I've ever seen. Instantly, you were like, oh my God, has everyone seen?
This is bringing back so much insecurity for me because I didn't have boobs for so long, and I got no attention from guys.
Well, there were also like pretty girls who didn't have boobs, and like that was fine, but it wasn't
fine.
It wasn't like they kicked the door in. You know what I mean? Where like you like when a girl showed up with boobs, it was like the fire department was coming. Like it was like they fucking kicked the door in and were like, we're here.
Yeah,
like you were like, holy shit. And then you're just, I can't, like the teacher's like, wah, wah, and you're like, oh my God, this girl next to me has boobs. Like she was my friend, now she has boobs.
I'll never forget my friend Kathy in 5th grade showed up to school one day and she had a sweatshirt and I could see her boobs through her sweatshirt. And that was just like, I remember going home to my mom like, I saw it through her Champion sweatshirt. She has boobs.
Yeah. It was the whole, like you would leave, you'd be in first period just trying to control it. And then you get in the hallway and you're like, oh my God.
You get boners?
You see, yeah.
So what do you do what did you do about boners when you're young?
Just you pray, tuck them? You could do the talk, but mainly you pray the teacher doesn't call on you and you pray that it's gone before.
And what if it wasn't?
You have to do the tuck. Yeah. And usually my 5th grade outfit was very similar to my outfit now, which is a hoodie, but I would wear basketball shorts. So you kind of got to flip it. You flip it up, you tie the thing, and then you put the hoodie over it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's rough being a dude. a little dude.
Yeah,
for that
it was embarrassing at times for sure.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, I don't know. There's times where you're like, this is not going away. You know, there were. I remember one specific time I was wearing these blue basketball shorts, and this like girl just came in and she was wearing something where like you could see the top of like her cleavage, and you were like, oh, I was probably like 8th grade. I remember being like, oh my God. And they're like, she's writing stuff on the chalkboard and you're supposed to be writing it down. And I'm like, I can't.
No
like,
wonder you couldn't stop yourself with Drea.
Yeah. You can't, you know, this is.
Her boobs and butt was out all the time.
All the time.
You were prime.
She was throwing side boob around in like the 90s.
That's right. She was.
Nobody was throwing side boob in the 90s.
That.
Yeah. She was a, what do you call those?
Pioneer?
Yeah. She was a side boob pioneer. Did we look up what percent of women Zyn?
31%.
Wow.
That's higher than I would. Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems higher than I would think. Like the
Oh my
vaping
God.
is high.
I just went on a girls trip. This woman in our group of women that we all met here in Austin has a home in Mexico. All the guys had gone on a golf trip maybe a year ago. And when they were there, they were like, the girls need to do this at one point. And so that's sort of how it originated. And again, it was like 2.5, 3 days. It was a perfect amount of time. It was great.
And what do you do for food?
There is a chef in the house.
Dream. That's the greatest. So you'll just be like, hey, I want a grilled cheese. And they fire up. Wow, that's... So you guys like never really
I have
left
the best
house?
chicken tortilla soup. No, barely left the house, which is like my dream.
Chicken tortillas?
A chicken tortilla soup?
Ah, chicken tortilla soup. Okay, he's a Mexican fellow?
Yeah, we were in Mexico.
There's a lot of white chefs in Mexico. There's a lot of every kind of chefs in Mexico.
Yeah, but we had a local chef who was fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah.
What, does he leave at a certain hour? Or you got him all the time on the job?
No, I think they're there certain hours, but like the fridge is stocked with like whatever we didn't finish, like breakfast, you know, like make your own omelets. Like
who's
it was
bartending?
Bananas. No bartender.
But I mean, like who out of the girls, is there one girl who's like, I made
Odette.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
So you had fun?
We had a great time. We did.
That's good. And you, sorry, I forget if you guys barely left the house?
Barely left the house. It was, you know, it was connected to kind of like a resort. So we did go to like the pool, the community pool there once. And we did go out to eat once to this restaurant that turns into kind of like a club after, but we had to bring a bodyguard because the guy whose house was there was kidnapped once. Like bag over the head, like had to pay off stuff. It's very not safe.
Do you know how much they had to pay?
No, I didn't ask those questions.
I mean, I think we need him on the pod. They just put a bag over his head. Do you know where they took him?
No, Cutter knows the story more than me. He was actually just telling it to me in the car on the way here.
Really?
Yeah, because obviously, you know, when I told Cutter, I think we're going out tonight, he was very concerned.
Yeah. I bet he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a very large table of very big Sopranos fans, though.
Mexican or Americans?
No, American men. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which oddly made me feel safe.
Right, yeah.
I was like, I have 35 Guidos looking out for me. I'm fine.
Yeah. Do you have a memory lane over there, Zolo?
I do.
Ooh.
Oh my God, is this a paparazzi of Rob?
Oh man, shout out to Cutter. Cutter's gonna love this, huh? Is this my Ben Affleck moment right here?
That's exactly what I said.
This is gonna be a meme we send each other all the time.
We should. What is there? 10 minutes left in the show. We should get Cutter in here to fucking tell us the story and enjoy this. You should come in.
Come on, babe. Look at your Gatorade. You had a rough night the night before.
Every night. Yeah, every night was rough.
You're in shape though.
No, I'm just not fat. I definitely wasn't working out at all. This is
all you, Robbie. Talk about it. I can't help here.
I mean, I don't know where I was. I'm downtown. If I had to guess, I'd say around like 14th Street, 9th Avenue. If you got
How the hell are you saying that?
Listen,
in this photo.
Just vibes. I knew where I would be. I don't. Is that
14th and 9th is so specific.
It's just a spot where I'd hang. Yeah, when was this? Fuck. Do I go 10 years ago?
Look at your Pumas.
Yeah, maybe a little more than 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago. Do you have a date on this?
I do.
Okay, hold on. Wait, what? So I'm going to say 2014. Come in here, Cutter. Cutter, did you see the Affleck moment over here?
We could share a mic.
Yes. You look good, Cut. That's a good shirt for you.
That's my only good shirt.
Yeah, you're going to dinner tonight?
This is all I got.
Yeah. You want to put one of your headphones in his ear?
No, I'm good. I can hear.
Oh, okay. You got the... Oh, I wanted to ask you about that, too. Is that... Go ahead. Cut.
Amazing picture.
This is your whole vibe.
Cutter.
Yeah.
Like, I actually, I love the feeling you're feeling there. Is that bad?
You're sad that you didn't get to hang out fully with this guy, I think?
What time is it, you think?
Oh, this is... I'd say... It's about 3 in the afternoon, maybe?
Yeah. Just waking up?
Probably, yeah.
I haven't ate.
No way. Yeah. Just full smoking and Gatorade. That was my vibe.
Gatorade.
I was yellow Gatorade. It was always in my hand. Yeah, for sure.
Dye in your body.
I know. What do we... I'm going to go with Fort...
Oh, there it is. Look at to win.
We need to get a side, but even the shoes are kind of the vibe.
The blue, you're both in the shade.
By the way, hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Did I do this first?
Are you the OG?
Is Ben Affleck doing me?
Wait, you both have the same shade of blue shirt and Pumas. What is happening?
Cutter, move. Is Cutter gonna be in my shot the whole time? Is he when they have to edit it?
That's good.
Get out of the way.
I think Ben Affleck might have been doing me. I thought I was doing Ben Affleck. What year? We got to find out what year this was for Ben Affleck.
But he's still doing that every day.
Cutter sends me, every time we have family in town staying with us, Cutter will send me that photo like multiple times during the day.
Nothing can describe a moment more than that picture.
It's so good. So what was I right? I'm going to guess 2014. Is that right or no?
2012.
2012, yeah.
Wow.
See, that makes more sense because that means I was still drinking. Yeah. So I'm probably hungover.
You've seen the Ben Affleck getting out of the car with the paparazzi walking in, the video with J-Lo?
Yeah, I think you've sent it to me.
That's just as good.
Can
He
somebody
might be
find
my
out?
dream guest on this pod.
Really?
Yeah, because of these photos, I feel like I know you and I would like to be friends with you.
Somebody had him on recently. Theo Vaughn, I think, had him
he was
on.
Great.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben Affleck. Shout out Ben Affleck.
Can one of you look up when that photo was taken? The Ben Affleck cigarette.
Yeah, let me look.
Photo. We might have a beef. I might have to. I should be.
I feel like it must be after 2012. It's not that old of a photo.
Yeah. This is so perfect for Cutter. This is like, it's so funny that you've sent me that photo so many times.
I want to. Can you zoom in on Robbie's face?
It's like a meditation you guys are doing, you know?
Yeah, we're like, it's all gonna be over soon. That's what I'm thinking there. You know, it's all gonna be over
We're all
soon,
gonna
Robbie.
fucking die.
Yeah,
All I got.
We got a meteor. They keep saying that meteor is gonna miss, huh? But now I'm happy. I love living. But man, back then when you're hungover every day, I'm probably on Percocets there. You know, I probably just got out of a cab.
It's great.
Yeah, great time. Oh wait, Cutter, do you want to share a little bit about what happened to your buddy got kidnapped in Mexico? No.
I mean,
anything you could share? Do you know where
I don't know much about it, to be honest.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I think I might be wearing a diamond earring back then too. That might be before I took out the diamond earring.
Rob.
Yeah, listen, that was every day.
Did you have any idea the paparazzi was there?
No, it probably wasn't even paparazzi. It was probably just some person. But I guarantee you here, I'm on Percocet and Xanax. I don't know. I'm probably hungover too.
The Ben Affleck photo was 2016.
Oh.
He saw this and was like, I can capitalize on that. I think Ben Affleck saw that and was like, the world's missing.
He's like, I got a blue sweater and a blue shoe.
Yeah. Wow, Robbie, it does make me want to stogue. I do miss smoking stogues. That's sometimes it's nice. I haven't had one in 10 years. I wonder if it would feel like shitty or good.
Probably shitty, but then great. You should do it. We should do it.
Yeah. Huh.
It just says you were in the meatpacking district. That's the only location we have.
14th and 9th is closed.
I am actually in shock that you knew that.
November 9th.
What's in the backpack?
November 9th. I probably had a bottle of Xanax, bottle of Perks. I wonder if you can see the bottles in my... I would always have weed on me. I would always, you know...
Are you holding a baby in one of those photos?
Here are the other photos from the gallery.
Oh, wait. I would need to see the whole slide.
Wait, no, the one you were just about to click on looks pretty funny, too.
Yeah.
Cutter.
These are the best.
Wow.
I could bring in some Stoke moments from my life. I'm sure I could. I could look through my phone and find a couple of Stoke moments that I think you'll appreciate.
Are you holding a goat right there?
No.
Is there a bird on your shoulder? What the hell was that?
This was during my pirate phase. Yeah.
Was there a bird on his shoulder in one of those?
It was in the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pirate phase.
Listen, this was, Oh, here, this is the best too. Like these websites who were like, "Hey, do you want to buy this photo? It's $150."
I would pay money for this.
Yeah,
photo.
that's true. They finally got a valuable one for
$39.
Worth it.
Worth it, Rob.
Deal.
Yeah.
What a
Wow.
deal.
No, I'm holding a dog. That's a charity poker tournament. The bottom one, the last one. Are you holding a goat? You said.
It looks like a goat, right? What is that?
It's a dog. So if you want to hear a great little tale here, why I look so fat and happy, I look like a little.
You look like a lesbian.
Well, yeah. Well, so I was dating a girl who was a stripper. This is in Vegas. I showed up. This thing was at whatever, like 7 o'clock. I showed up at whatever 4 o'clock. She picks me up. She has Xanax and weed for me. We go up to my.
What a gal!
Amazing. We go up to my room. We do the thing, and then I'm like, all right, I got to go to this charity event. She's like, all right, I'll see you later. And I show up to this carpet. They put a dog in my arm, and I'm on fucking pills. And I'm like, man, life is fucking dope. I'm like, things are good.
That was such a backstory for this photo that I needed.
Well, that was me and the goat. Shout out. So Jamie, you got Cutter. Is that the Rolex that you got, Cutter?
Yes.
Very nice. So when you decide you're going to get him a gift like that, what kind of thought goes into it?
This is the only gift I've ever gotten him that surprised him and that he didn't return.
Really?
Is that true?
Yeah.
What can you tell us some things that you've returned before?
I don't really return them.
I got him a humidor fridge.
I remember
you
that.
returned that.
Yeah, you showed that to me before.
What the fuck does that mean?
Does it pain you to return it because you know that she's going to be upset, or you're like, no, this is what you do.
He does not hesitate.
Oh, you remember he returned the soda at Suerte 3 times.
No, that was not abnormal.
Oh my God, it was
a flat
insane.
soda you return. Have we talked about this?
We have.
Not with you, but no. Yes, if you want to returning a flat soda once, I think you don't do. But if you want to do that again, but then when the next one comes and it's still flat, and you're like, excuse me, this is flat again. What do you think they're going to do?
Fix it.
But they didn't.
I know.
They're not going to.
Fix it.
Dude,
I really think
you're crazy.
Cutter should be the co-host of this podcast, and I'll just pop in every once in a while. Your conversations are much more interesting.
No, Cutter's too quiet to be the co-host. He's got his moments where he's good, but then sometimes he's gone. Yeah, he gives you nothing.
I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Love you, baby.
You're always, you'll always provide.
Yeah.
How was Jamie being away for a few days? How'd you handle it?
Great.
Yeah, you were all right?
Yeah, the boys were dialed in, Had a lot of baseball.
I give him a lot of credit. He did not one time make me feel bad about being gone, never complained once about the boys.
That's the move.
You did a good job. And what did you get right when I got home?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did it.
You got some yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Wow, congrats.
I told him to be careful of my sunburn, but
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always like a like a pre, like this is where we're at. Like it's never flow. It's like, here's the guardrails to this session that I have to obey.
Can you think of any previous guardrails that you could share with us?
Usually like,
I'm cold.
No, I'm tired, so I want to do it, but I'm tired, so I'll make it fast. And I'm like,
do you like that? Because sometimes that's great, but other
Yeah.
times you're like, oh, I don't want to make it fast.
But I think if she realized like it'd be faster if I didn't.
If she didn't
think
say make
about
it
that.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to do this, so it's clear.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Any other guardrails? I like sex guardrails. This is a very
Yeah.
entertaining subject to me. Jamie-Lynn's top 10 guardrails of lovemaking.
Yeah, my beard's always too rough.
Your beard gets rough.
Oh, yeah, I've had to deal with that.
But like,
Yeah. I one time.
Sometimes it's at like that perfect length where it hurts.
Yeah.
Another day or two.
She's talking about the beard. Just the beard there.
Did you have any comments when you saw her come home sunburned? Were you like, I told you to put on the...
No, I was like, yeah, you're out of sun shape, I guess, because she never burned, so it was interesting to see for sure.
Have you noticed her being higher in T at all? Have you noticed any difference?
Yeah, good energy. We had sex, you know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, the tea's good. You need to up the dose a little bit.
No, I'm getting pimples already. I can't up the dose
It's not
yet.
from that. Up it.
Yes, it is from that. It's one of the number one side effects.
Cutter loves upping the dose though on anything. I think I think we're a big up dose guy kind of guy. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. I like it too. Listen, I'm an up dose guy myself.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so how much thought for you goes into the watch, like, or?
A lot of thought. This was actually a great effort on my part. Like, I knew that he liked this.
I got the camera here. There you go.
You look at the camera? That's not how it works, babe.
No. He was adjusting that for your look in the camera.
I knew that he liked this watch. I really wanted to get him something very special for. What was your birthday?
Yeah.
And I called a friend that really likes watches that I know he talks about watches with all the time for some advice. And then he sent me to a guy, and that's how it happened. And it was truly the only time I can ever remember him feeling very surprised. And I think he was surprised about the watch, but more surprised that I did as well as I did.
Was it between that and other ones, or was that away?
Because this was the price point for me, and it hit all the criteria.
Did you do any negotiating?
I did a little.
Yes, whoa. James, you got to do that because there's always room.
I was like, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
I was like, is that the best? And he's like, let me get back to you for a minute. I was really proud of myself.
That's the move. Yeah, I like that. I'm not into watches or jewelry or anything, but I love watching people haggle for jewelry on 47th Street in New York.
Yeah.
I love it when he's like, come on, he's the best. There's one guy who he's like,
Diamond District.
Oh, it's so good. And he's like, how much is that? He's like, $42,000. He's like, give me the real price. Like he always says that. He's like, what's the real price? And they always come back with something different. They're never like, no, 42. They're always like, all right, fine. Like it's so good.
So good. Good.
No, it's a very nice watch where you did good.
Thank you.
Any updates you want to give? You haven't been on the pod in a while. Any Cutter?
No updates. No.
Anything that's been bothering you lately? You got any? What were those called? Your rattled list. Anything new on there?
Wait, I gotta check. It's been a minute.
We gotta. Are you continuously adding to it all the time?
I haven't in a minute.
You have to speak into the mic.
Okay.
Do you agree with me that it doesn't seem like a lot of women zyn?
I think more will start, but in Sweden, it's a huge thing. So Sweden, most of the women do the snus.
Which is like the tobacco in the pack thing.
Yes.
A little different than the zyn. Yeah.
So that's why, Swedish, it's like a thing.
They said it's 30% women who zyn. I didn't think so at all.
I mean, you know a couple of women that's in, a couple of our friends.
But they don't, do they zyn like guys zyn where they're like, right?
No, they do it when they drink.
No,
yeah.
Becca does it every day.
Okay.
So does Jen. I'm just
call
saying.
them out about it.
Well, I don't think that's anything to be ashamed about.
Get the zyn in.
All right, I got a few.
All right, let's hear it before we wrap up.
People bringing their own water bottles to airports rattles me.
Yeah, I don't like that. What do you hate about it?
Seeing people walk around.
I don't
with
like
their
like filling it up with the tap water. It's really weird to me.
And then they have to pour it out before they go through security into a garbage can.
The amount of Burger King commercials I see, I don't know who still eats Burger King. When valet guys move my seat, if you can't drive to park it, I can't. I've actually hate valet now. I can't do it.
And then also you're paying them to do that, which is annoying. It's like when people are like, you don't want to go on vacation, and I'm like, well, I'm doing something I don't like, and then I'm spending a bunch of money.
Yeah, I hate valet.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid. Christmas decoration timing. I think it's crazy that Christmas music and lights starts a month and a half before. It actually makes me insane.
I don't mind so much that when it starts. What I mind is people's excitement over it, and it feels very artificial to me most of the time. We're in September, and they're like, oh my god,
it should be the week before.
And they're like, oh my god, we're gonna be able to get Christmas drinks at Starbucks. It's like, shut up. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I wrote air fresheners. I think everyone agrees with that. I don't know.
That air fresheners in cars, you mean?
Anywhere. It's the
Anywhere.
worst. Hate them.
Yeah. You're not a Black Ice fan?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
But like everyone got one of those when they first got their car. It was like cool.
Yeah. The move is if you do get one of those, you don't hang it from your thing. You put it in like the side of a door. So like someone's like, does it smell in here? But once you see it, I think it makes you even more angry. Yes. You know, you're like, oh, you white trash.
Yeah. I wrote the way Jamie eats trail mix.
Oh, good. How does she eat trail mix?
She like, it's like she's like digging for like she
I
eats
only
like
eat
two
the
things
raisins
out
and
of
the chocolate.
yeah. It's like, but it.
I just like the saltiness because of the nuts, but I don't eat the nuts.
And she kind of like goes like this, like she looks and she's like.
Like a little.
Like a squirrel.
Like a little squirrel.
Yeah. Wow.
Foraging.
That's enough for now. I have more.
That's good. Yeah. You know what I think? I think every time you have like 10 new things, you should come on the pod. Yeah. I think every time you hit the mark of 10 new things on the rattle list, you hop in. You come in. Yeah.
And
by the way, we're almost at episode 100 and we haven't missed one fucking pod where it's me and you yet. It's pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's pretty solid of us. We're 100 in.
agree.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah. No, stay here. Where are you going?
I thought she was telling me to leave.
Wow. That's wow. See, you picked up on that. Yeah, I missed that.
He knows. We speak the same language.
Yeah, that was bedroom vibes. You just get like, yeah, okay,
We're done.
That's enough, sweetie. Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week.
I want to see the picture of Rob one more time.
Oh, yeah, we play it.
There it
Here's
is.
a picture of Rob to play us out.